Money! Who doesn't love it? And as an owner of an LLC, knowing how to pay yourself money is a pretty important thing to know. But it's not as straightforward as clicking a give me money magic button. It can feel like you're navigating a really complicated maze just to find out where that magic money button could be. So it makes sense to give you the best understanding of all the possible payment options, such as recurring withdrawals, distributions, salaries, and even loans. And it doesn't stop there. Depending on whether you are a single-member LLC, a multi-member LLC, an LLC taxed as a C-Corp or an S-Corp, the best plan of action will depend on your LLC's structure. But don't worry, I'm Adam, the Chief LLC Officer here at StartGlobal, and today we are going to dive headfirst into all of these tactics and provide you with easy-to-digest examples that will help you make the best financial choices for your company. First, we'll start by discussing all the different methods you can choose to take out money in general. And later, we'll discuss which different methods are available for different types of LLCs. The methods of taking out money. Number 1, regular draws. Regular draws are when members of the LLC take money out of the company at regular periods. This could be monthly, quarterly, or yearly. For example, let's say you and a partner run a software agency as an LLC. Well done. You both agree to take $1,000 out of the business each month as a draw. This is your money to use however you like. Snacks, games, clothes, etc. Both of you will need to record these draws, but you won't pay any taxes on this money at the time of the draw. You'll pay taxes on your share of the LLC's profits at the end of the year, whether you took it out as a draw or you left it in the business. Number 2, distributions. Distributions are similar to draws, but instead of taking money out the business regularly, you only take money out at specific times. Distributions usually happen after the business makes a profit. The timing and the amount of distributions is usually laid out in the LLC's operating agreement. Check out the StartGlobal Tax Advice playlist for more information about operating agreements. So for this example, let's go back to your software agency. You might decide to take distributions at the end of the year, after all the bills are paid and you know how much profit you have made. Or you and your partner might decide to split the profit evenly, 50-50. Or you might decide on a different split, if one person invested more money or maybe does more work. Number 3, salary. Okay, so sometimes LLC members decide to pay themselves a salary. This means they are an employee of the LLC and get a regular paycheck. Usually members do this to guarantee a steady income. But it also comes with extra responsibilities. And you will have to withhold taxes from each paycheck and pay employer taxes like Social Security and Medicare. So another example, let's say you decide to pay yourself a salary of $50,000 a year from your software agency. You will get a paycheck every couple of weeks, just like every other job. And at the end of the year, you will get a W-2 form that shows you how much you've made and how much was taken out for taxes. Number 4, loans. Another way to take out money through an LLC is through a loan. This is when the business loans money to a member. However, it must be paid back and usually with a bit of interest. It's really important that any loans you have are documented carefully to prove it's not just a disguised draw, being illegal and all that stuff. For example, maybe your software agency is doing great, but you have a personal emergency and you need some extra cash. The LLC could loan you the money and you would sign a promissory note promising that you would pay it back in a certain amount of time and with interest. Dun dun dun. Okay, so that's all the ways you can take out money. So now let's look at the methods available for various LLC types. Single member LLC. Draws. As the sole owner, you have complete discretion over when to withdraw funds from the company account. We call this a draw. For instance, if you own a small photography business, you can take a draw to pay for a trip or personal expenses, games, snacks, clothes, etc. Distributions. At the end of the year, you can also accept distributions of the profits. This is just like a draw, but it's just used less frequently. Multi-member LLC. Draws. In a multi-member LLC, members can still participate in draws, but it is vital that everyone agrees on the timing and the amount of each draw. Everyone has to be on board. Distributions. Distributions typically take place at the end of the year, just like a single member LLC. Normally, each member's compensation is based on their ownership stake in the company. You would receive 60% of the profits, for instance, if you own 60% of the company and your business partner owns 40%. LLC elected as a C-Corp. Salary. For the work that they provide to the company, obviously owners are entitled to a fair wage. This would count as a company expense, as you have to pay payroll taxes for this salary. Half of the amount for payroll taxes has to be collected from the employee's paycheck, and the other half is contributed by the LLC, meaning the employee's share is withheld by the LLC when issuing paychecks. Distributions. After the payment of all costs, this includes salaries, the company may pay the owners distributions from the residual profits. This can be subject to double taxation, even though they are typically taxed at a lower rate than normal income. Because of this, the gains are subject to two separate taxes, one at a corporate level and another when they are paid out as dividends. And it's important to remember you also have to pay taxes on this amount. LLC elected as an S-Corp. Salary. Just like a C corporation, owners are entitled to a reasonable salary. You can't be stingy. So you have to pay payroll taxes for this. It is mandatory to take a reasonable salary in an S-Corp. What's reasonable? Well, it's a bit tricky. It's the amount you would have to pay another person if you were to hire someone to do the work that you do. So you could research to find the industry rate, or you could use your knowledge and experience. Distributions. Any profits that remain after covering costs and salaries may be given out as dividends. These are typically exempt from payroll taxes. This is unlike an LLC that's elected as a C corporation, which can save money on taxes. But ultimately, these tax savings are the main reason that people opt for an S-Corp. But there we go! That's it! Oh, one more thing. How do you move this money from an LLC's bank account to your personal bank account? Just like how you make payments to others using your business bank account, either through a check or direct deposit. Just make sure that you keep records of moving money on your accounting software, as those records need to be kept up to date. Unsure of what to do next? Why not head on over to StartGlobal.co and see how our financial packages can elevate your business to the next level. Anyway, I'll see you around. Bye.